Hey everybody, it's Will, and in this tutorial we're going to go over how to create those famous star trails using Lightroom and Photoshop. It is so easy. Stick by and we'll jump right into it. Hey everybody, it's Will from Will Downs Photo, and in this tutorial we're going to take a look on how to assemble star trails using Lightroom and Photoshop. This method is super easy and still gives you a lot of editing control. So in this tutorial we're going to take a look at star trails, and hopefully we're going to end up with an image like this. This image was shot in the Yosemite Valley in California about 3 weeks ago. This image is made up of about 99 different images, all shot at ISO 100, f2.8, for 30 seconds. If we zoom in on one of them, you can definitely see the elongated stars. So about the only thing that I have done in these images in Lightroom is I've gone down and I've adjusted my lens corrections for each one. Do one, sync them, it makes it a whole lot easier. I removed some images, I had a plane go over, and then I had the notorious Google satellites go over. Ruined about 10 images. That's okay. In star trails, you can remove images. It's going to be a little gap, adds a little character. Just try not to remove too many images or you'll get giant gaps. One thing you may notice about these images that's really cool is the moon was setting behind me at this time. So if we look at the cliffs on the first image, they're well lit, but as we go down the row, the cliffs get darker and darker. I want those lighted cliff images in my final photo. And this technique using Photoshop to stack our star trails photo will allow me to accomplish that. So after you've loaded all your images to Lightroom, we've done our lens correction. We're going to select the first one. We're going to go all the way down to the last one. Hold the shift key, select, right click, edit in. And now what's really important is you have to edit these as layers in Photoshop. Don't just do edit in Photoshop 2020 or edit as a smart object. This technique will not work that way. They have to be layers. So this process can take anywhere from a few minutes up to an hour. It all depends on the size of your photos. These were taken with a Nikon D850, and so they're actually about between 38 and 40 megabytes, I believe. So loading 99 of them is going to take a while. So I've gone ahead and I've preloaded into Photoshop just to speed things up in this situation. And now that all the images have loaded, we're going to select the first one. We're going to scroll all the way down, select the last one, holding our shift key. And then we're going to go up here right where it says normal. And we're going to go to lighten. This whole process only takes a few seconds. Now, one thing you may have noticed is I did not align my images. Main reason that is sometimes Photoshop gets confused, I guess. When doing star trails, I think it tries to align the star trail. 9 times out of 10, when you try to align multiple images, it does a great job. It just struggles with star trails. And that's okay. This is a night image. It's not going to be tack sharp anyway. More for the ambiance. So after the few seconds goes, and actually it was a few seconds, we're going to end up with this image here. Now, one really important thing we have to do is we have to flatten this image, because as the image stands right now, we're at 25.1 gig. Way too big for the image. So we want to flatten that down. To do that, we're going to go up to Layer, all the way down to Flatten Image. And it may take a second. I mean, after all, we're doing 100 images. Guess what? It's done. Okay, now that Photoshop's finally finished flattening the image, we're going to go up to File, and we're going to hit Save. And that could take a few seconds too. I'm starting to think it may be my computer. But anyway. So what that's going to do is it is going to drop it back into Lightroom. There it comes. Lightroom should automatically select that one. There we go. So the great thing about doing it this way is we're not putting our photos back as a JPEG. This is a TIFF file, which is just, a raw file. It has all the data there. So I'm gonna go up to edit. I'm gonna lower those highlights a little bit, get a little darkness in the sky, bring up those shadows. Oh, there's a waterfall. Not too much. We're going to increase that vibrance a little bit. And that saturation, of course. And that's really going to bring out the colors in the sky. And you just play it. Make it to your whatever you want. Add a little texture. A little dehaze will make the sky a little darker. Really make those colors pop a little bit. So basically, just edit the way you want it. Don't go by what other people say. This needs to be what you enjoy. This needs to be what you're happy with. And that's pretty much it, guys. Edit it like you want, post it on Facebook, grab the praise. Everybody says how great of a photographer you are. They don't know how easy it actually was to do. If you're wondering how to do something else in Lightroom, Photoshop, a lot of different programs, go ahead and leave a comment below and I will make a video for it. And that's all there is to it. Odds are you already have Lightroom, you already have Photoshop. You don't need to download a third-party app to do something you already have the tools to do. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and maybe you learned a little something. If you've been wondering how to do something in Lightroom, Photoshop, a lot of different programs, go ahead and leave a comment below. Tell me what you want to see. And I will make a how to do it easy video. My tutorials are not difficult. I don't go into the technical stuff. You don't need to know that right away. What you want to do is you want to achieve your goal the easiest way possible. Our goal in this video was to create light trails. I think we made it pretty easy. Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It's going to allow me to make more videos. And certainly, I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.